Are you kidding? Okay, I'm on the mic right now. You're telling me to drink alcohol. My viewers will not approve of this. Alright, goodbye. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh my god. Sorry about that. And now I lost my train of thought, damn it. Oh. I was just finishing up the conversation about commentary. So, yeah, like I said, I can get everything that You are a jerk. I can get everything that I want out of commentary because I know exactly what I want. So, since I know what I want to hear, I can create a style that is all my own, because the other thing that's big with commentary is that you want to add your own originality to it. You want to bring something new to the table. And that's not always easy, especially if you're doing what I'm saying and trying to learn from other people. And just, like, if you're trying to copy off other people, it's going to be hard to bring originality to the table. But you want to bring your own style to the table. And, well, the easiest way to do that is to include failures and, like, abrupt endings, like what I just included. I'm probably going to leave that phone call in, just because it's probably pretty funny. I'm a very witty person in my family. Especially on New Year's Eve, since this is being recorded on New Year's Eve. Anyway, now that I'm all done talking about commentary, let's get back to the game at hand. Yeah, I haven't done that for the past hour's worth of video, right? That room was full of Grand soldiers. When you defeat all of them, you get the lance, the last weapon that you receive in the game. It is a jab trait weapon. It is the only jab trait weapon that can combo. So that's pretty interesting. It's actually a really good weapon. The only problem I have with it is that it's the last weapon you get in the game. And that's a problem because of the fact that, well, really it doesn't have much use until you're outside of Granz Castle, when you can actually forge it and make it better. So that's kind of a nuisance there. Especially and magic users, you really don't need the lance. I mean, it has good magic trajectory, but it isn't great like the staff or the nux or even the axe. The axe has some really good magic trajectory as well. So does the mace. Really, any bash trait weapon will have good magic trajectory. Just pick the one that you like the best. If you like targeting yourself, which usually is better on a large group of enemies, use the nux. The staff will auto-target enemies for you, so use it on bosses. The mace generally does huge amounts of magic damage because of the fact that if you saw the Tin Tortoise back on Mount Illusia, since he has a mace, the water spell that he used, it started off as a small, like, slow-moving ball of magic, and then it just blew up and expanded outward. So it has a really large radius, and it actually works pretty well on bosses. I might demonstrate that eventually. But for now, I'm using the nux because, well, we're both monks. Elena's a white monk. Yeah, I shouldn't even be referring to Final Fantasy Tactics. I've never even played it, so I can't really say anything. I would imagine it's like Fire Emblem, except a little bit better. Hold on a second. I see your bluff! Hadouken! Get out of here. Stupid polterboxes. They think they can outsmart me, but they are wrong. And I will just handle you from a full screen away because you are annoying. And I just missed you. Get out of here. Okay, so, really the primary thing about this castle is that it's kind of just another dungeon crawling experience. Oh god. Yeah, that one took me by surprise. You got me this time, game. Let's see if we can grab it. The only thing with this castle is that it's a big dungeon crawling experience because, well, this whole chapter really is dungeon crawling. So, it's, you know, you gotta get used to it. This is kind of a boring part of the game. You would think that since we're heading towards a very important part of the game... I'll save you, Willie! I will save you from the Duck General guy. I think that's what he's called. Is it Duck General? It's Duck General. I'm such a nerd. Anyway. Whoa! Don't even come near me with that. Yeah, so it's kind of a boring part of the game. You would think that since we're heading towards... Wow, Willie can use the Hadouken as well. Since we're heading towards a very important boss fight here at the top of the castle, you'd think that there'd be more, you know, like story elements. And I mean, there is story elements because we're getting Willie out of jail, and Bogart is going in, and Duke and Lester are heading up to the top, so we'll all meet up eventually. But it feels kind of disjointed to me. Maybe it's just me, but it feels kind of like there isn't enough going on story-wise for this to be like a big turning point in the game, you know? So anyway, we just grabbed all the treasure we can, and actually, come to think of it, I think I missed that angel grail down in the bottom left corner of this place with Duke, so I'm gonna have to go back for that. Big room here. Actually, I want to talk about these guys. These guys right here, the ones with the axes, are goblin guards, which are basically just goblin sprite ripoffs. The thing with them is that if you're playing as the hero, specifically the hero, not just melee characters this time, they drop obsidian, which is a very good armor forging piece. It has a lot of, it gives a lot of defense, and I'm not exactly sure of the effects, but I'll definitely be using it for Duke when I get to another potted plant, which won't be for a little bit here. But anyway, this room has like 5 doors in it. There's a door up that way that leads to the further up in the castle, but it's locked. I'll just tell you right now, you don't want to bother going up there, especially with the spikes and the goblin guard being there. That it's just going to be a hassle for you to go up there. So don't even worry about it. Just head in here. Oh look! The party is reunited! All of us this time. Well, except Amanda, but we already know what happened to Amanda. This must be kind of an emotional reunion for you two. What with you being butt buddies in the cell there. Or, I mean, did I say something? Never mind. You pinhead! What is it with saying pinhead in this game? The dwarves use it as an insult. Lily's using it as an insult now. Well, what did you want us to do? Send you a letter by carrier pigeon? Can't do that, you're in jail. Seriously. I'd say more than that, but, well, the jackal wasn't that difficult. Just be glad they weren't facing Cerberus! Oh my god, Cerberus. The next LP or playthrough or whatever you want to call it that I'm going to do on a similar platform to the GameCube, Cerberus is hard as, no pun intended, hell. Yeah, about Amanda, Willie. This is bad. Yeah, she turned into a vampire, and then we had to kill her ourselves. Ignorant bastard Square Enix. Yeah, that's putting it in the bluntest of terms. It's always the cheerful ones that go first. Or maybe it's the comedy relief. I don't really know. This game doesn't do things by the rules really too much anyway. Yeah. Our friends are our power. Oh, I guess he almost made me say William. Willie wouldn't know that, would he? Considering he was kind of stuck in a cell. So I guess we should let him know. Yeah, Lester's a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, he isn't a really good singer in battle. Because if he was a really good singer in battle, he would sing songs that would buff us up and would make it easier for us to kill stuff. Unfortunately, he doesn't do that, and as a result, he dies way too often. You guys might get to see Lester dying very, very often on this because I'm going to play for a little while as Elena because it makes the game more difficult for me. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you have to deliberately make the game more difficult for you. It's kind of a bad thing because to say about how difficult the game is as a whole. But anyway. Where did that come from? I mean, he's a ghost. He can't be alive. Well, whatever. I guess we'll appease Lester. This is Granz's room anyway, so I guess we could look around for clues, especially for clues about how that door becomes unlocked. You got this directly from his song, didn't you? Don't stop believing, party! Hold on to that feeling! I'm not even going to sing that song. There's no point. I'm terrible at that. Elena? What are you talking about? Duke's gonna do it. Well, I guess we'll both go do it, but whatever. Yes, my friend? Well, you will get your revenge soon enough, my friend. You will get your revenge, and you will be able to think about the future. Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. And so the main party of Duke and Elena is finally reunited. Jesus, how long's it been since Wendell? All these story elements keeping them apart. All of my viewers want to see you two kiss, damn it! You can't stay apart, then you won't be able to kiss. Yeah, because if you had done that, then we would have had a problem, wouldn't we? There is that, though. How are we gonna make this up to Dark Lord besides the fact... Well, we're gonna kill him, but how are we going to offer our condolences when we have a funeral for him? Yeah, we'll go talk to him. What's up, Willie? You've got to have something important to say to get off your chest, considering you've been stuck in that cell for 10 years. Yeah, but the door is bolted shut, so we're kind of screwed right now. Oh, I'm sure it was Lord Granz. After all, he used song to repel Vandal. Who writes songs about that? That's pointless. Huh. Oh, those noblemen and their practical jokes. Oh yes, let's build this $1 million device in order to make it so that Lord Granz can't get back into his bedroom for a little while. That'll learn him. Oh, I'm so funny. Jeez. Crazy guys, huh? Well, if there is indeed a secret book in a secret bookshelf here, I'm not seeing the secret bookshelf unless it's this, but that's a vase, so it doesn't matter. Let's go right here. I guess we found his diary. It's not a diary, it's a journal. Oh, well, there's a day we haven't seen yet in a diary. Finally. Anyway, Figmund Month Undine Day. Why does he have an Irish and English accent mixed together? I don't know. We finally had to part with our dear son, Gernda. He bears quite a resemblance to his mother, and possesses her strong magic. I never imagined he'd have to live in Mavolia. I shan't hold him again. If only he could be happy in Mavolia. Huh. Well, let's keep reading. I'm sure he won't mind. He's dead. Duran month Luna Day. What am I to do? Medusa is growing weaker day by day. Must I lose not only Gernda, but Medusa too to Mavolia? I cannot bear it. I must rely on Bogart to use mana power. And denied. Let's read his reaction. Wendamber month Gnome Day. Medusa went home by one of Count Lee's coffins. Back home to Mavolia. I wept inconsolably. She'll be all right now. But when she awakes, she will have forgotten me. That is how the Mayvoles punish traitors who bond with humans. I will endure any punishment they give me. Why am I left behind? My dear child Gernda, do all you can to protect your mother. If by some miracle we can be family again, make it come true, O Mana Goddess! Huh. I would suppose he was killed after that. There is this ink spot running down the page here, so I suppose there's that. Yeah, they're counting on us to take Dark Lord down a peg or 3. Huh. There's a missing book on the bookshelf. Guess what that's supposed to tell us to do? Let's insert the diary, and... I don't know if you heard it, but a door just opened. Guess what door that would be. Now, before we head up there, I'm actually going to take some time to look around. So, and I'm really only doing this because of the fact that I want to get a little bit of more experience for Elena, because even though Duke is going to be the person to fight Dark Lord, let's just say he's not the only bad guy we're going to be facing at the top of this castle. I mean, after all, we got to deal with Julius and Gormand and Isabella too, so I'm sure there's going to be at least one more boss fight. And what's in this room? Nothing! Great. And there's no secret treasure or anything, so... Oh my god, they're ambushing me at the door! This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck so much. Okay, I'm gonna corner myself here. Ow. Get out of here, you two. Duke, stop killing yourself on the spikes. I shouldn't say anything, I just almost did that myself. There we go. Come over here so I can heal you, you idiot. Well, at least he's not as big of an... I almost spoke too soon, didn't I? I was gonna say he's not as big of an idiot as Lester, but spoke too soon. Level up! What is she now, 39? Cool. What I'm gonna do from now on, since I have the classes all taken care of for both Duke and Elena here, is I'm going to primarily level up Warrior type and Sage type pretty evenly for the rest of the game, because those really are the only two now that I need, because you know, your strength, the thing is that your strength is really augmented by the weapon that you use, and if you forge a bunch of weaponry, you won't really need to add to your strength too much. And I mean, my intelligence really is high enough anyway right now with both Duke and Elena. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise Warrior and Sage type. Excuse me. I'm gonna raise Warrior and Sage type for a fair amount of the game until I get our defenses to about, I'm gonna say 40 or 50. Oh look, a polterbox, and I killed both of them. Awesome. I see you down there. Oh look, he left his own treasure behind. I'm primarily going to level their defenses, both defense and mine, to about 40, maybe 50. I don't think I'm gonna get it all the way to 50, because by the time I get it to 50, we're really gonna be close to the end of the game, really, because it's not gonna be. There's not going to be that much else to do as far as that goes. But, ow. Get at it here. Oh my god, I'm going to get cornered. Okay, thank you, Duke. You were actually more useful there than I thought. But once I get their defenses up to about even, I think I'm going to start leveling their power up, because really, the thing is that your defenses, while good, the thing is that your power and your defense don't really matter if you have really good weapons. It's kind of sad to see the stats kind of fall to the weapon statistics, but that's the case here. So, like I said, get defenses up. If you're playing along and you want an added challenge, you may want to get it so that you don't level your defenses up and you level your power up, because, I mean... Well, you know what? Actually, I got to think about this, because really, there's either you can get more defense, which will allow you to take hits a little bit better, which is the case right now I need for Elena and Duke, actually, because Duke's mind is only hovering around the 20s at this point, whereas Elena's is in like the 60s, so it's probably a good thing that I'm gonna get all of that taken care of. But oh, smoke. Smoke is a new one as well. I don't know if you saw there, but it kind of had like a purple colored number there. Smoke basically cuts your magic by 1/3 of its max amount, which in that case was 71. Or not 1/3, maybe it's 1/3, maybe it's, I think it's rounding down 1/3. So it cuts it by a very large amount, that's all you really need to know. And so you don't want to get smoke too much, because smoke is really, really aggravating. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be, because we've got all those magic walnuts in our inventory, but you know how that goes. So these right here are the final 3 treasure chests before we reach the big boss up ahead. Because right out there, that's where the big boss is at, Dark Lord himself. So you will want to absolutely, positively save at this mana statue right here.